don't touch the solar cell. It's very fragile.
Oh.
Yeah.
I want to see what it was.
Sorry?
I want to see what it was made of.
It's gallium arsenide solar cell. It's solar cell, and we charge. It absorbs the sunlight.
The sunlight.
Yeah, and convert it into electricity, and it's very fragile. On one end, it's hard to believe, but on the other end, I don't even know what's something yet. Like, I'm ecstatic, but I can't believe it.
Yeah.
What was going through your mind when you were crossing the finish line?
It's sort of like when we start, there have been people ever since we left Medicine Hat, and I was like, where is the finish line? Where is the finish line? And all of a sudden it was like, oh my gosh, we're at the finish line. There are people everywhere. I can't believe it. And then I saw my team, I was like, it's really the finish line. They're about to start running with me, and that's amazing. We made it. How did it happen that you guys be behind the wheel? We had two drivers, and we talked about it beforehand. We were like, all right, one wants to do the starting line, one wants to do the finish line. And honestly, I was like, hey, my parents are coming to the finish line. Can I do that? And he was like, yeah, sure. So that's how it ended up.
How are you feeling right now after such a long race?
I can't believe it's over. I can't believe we're here, and I'm just pretty much ecstatic.
So, were there any problems that you guys run into during this race?
The car itself performed extremely well, almost better than any of us could have expected. There were little to none problems. So, yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations and thanks a lot.
My name is Chito Garcia. I'm the faculty advisor and mentor for University of Michigan Solar Car Team.
So, Chito, thanks a lot for being interviewed by me. And I understand that you have been involved with the team since 1993. Is that right? And can you share with us some of your experience with the teams, various teams?
Well, the cars have come a long way, so our average speed is probably twice as fast as the 93 team was, and the cars are so much more aerodynamic, and the students are all completely different. Every 2 years there's a new team, and to watch the kids grow and to design a car and to race it, and it's just a wonderful project at the University of Michigan, and the North American Solar Challenge has. So I have had, out of 9 races, we have won 5 national championships, which is more than twice as many as any other team has won. And a lot of luck goes into it, but a lot of hard work goes into it also. And the other teams, as you'll see, there's only one crosses the finish line first. But as far as I'm concerned, they're all winners. They all build a car, and they all get from point A to point B, and all the students work just as hard. And so it's just a shame that there's only one winner.
Oh, and by the way, congratulations to the Michigan team for winning this year.
Well, thank you.
How does it make a winning team? What to you? What really makes a winning team?
Well,
what are the things?
I think they're all the smartest people you ever want to meet. I think, and all the teams are that. It's just working as a team. It's hard to work as a team, and it's a real life experience. When you work in a company, you're always going to work with people that you don't like. But if you're gonna get an end product out of it, you have to work together. One way or another, you have to get this end product out. So the team kind of gets together after 2 years, and the people that aren't committed are not going to stay with the program, and you end up with the cream of the crop, and they just work together.
Over the years, what kind of technology improvement and I guess with different teams, what kind of things that impress you the most over the years?
I think probably the solar cells have come out. The technology of the solar cells have gotten so much better in the 15 years I've been involved, or 18 years, and the batteries and the motors and just the aerodynamics of the car, they've changed completely. If you could see the first car, it looks like a tank compared to the recent cars. So there's just a lot in the design and the solar cells and the batteries probably.
I got involved when Susan Fancy, the team leader in 1990, called and said, would I be a sponsor? And I thought about it a little bit, and then I wrote her a check. And once I wrote her a check, then I thought I better learn what this is all about. So Ann and I went up to the start of the 1990 race in Orlando and came back home to our home in North Palm Beach. And about a week later, it looked like Michigan might be going to win. And at breakfast, I said to Ann, I think I'll fly to Detroit for the finish. And she looked at me like I'd lost my mind. And I said, wait a minute, sweetie. I said, think how many of our Michigan friends fly to California for a football game. And I said, this is for me, a football game. It's a real winner. And so I flew up, and I was there when they won the first race. And I've been with them ever since.
So, with your involvement with the team, with sponsorship for so many years, you have seen the technologies have improved so much. Tell us a little about your what you've seen over the years.
Well, indeed, all of the cell technology has changed. But if you look at the pictures of the Michigan car, the aerodynamics have changed dramatically. And when you look inside and you look at all the computers and wiring, that's evolved. Our cars used to be just a massive wire, and now it's all running on a single wire called a CAN bus, and the car looks so clean inside, and the reliability is much higher. So this is the first car, by the way, that we've ever had an opportunity to take a good car and have a whole year, almost a whole year, to refine it and make it a better car. And the reliability on this race has been really obvious. I mean, the car has just not failed. So it's a real joy. I hope that the 2009 team will look back at why we won this race and why the car was so reliable. And I'm just hoping that they'll get the 2009 car done in time to have adequate testing so it's reliable on the first race.
So Dave, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Like, what makes solar race so interesting to you? And like, are you a technologist, an entrepreneur yourself, or
well,
like?
I co-founded two companies in the software game, both involving machine tools, and so I'm always interested in making things and how you make them. And the car body, for example, on this car the plug was milled for us by General Motors on CNC machine tools. I love that technology because I've spent my life there.
So the body is actually computer control, numerical
control,
CNC.
And I've been involved with that since 1959.
Wow. That must be in its beginning, I presume.
Very beginning, and those were opportunities that were hard to believe. For instance, the company I worked for took delivery on the first transistorized numerical controller that was ever sold in non-aerospace money. And by the time I left that company, we had about $1 million worth of equipment running around the clock. And all we made on that equipment was money. I mean, it was so productive, it was unbelievable. But these kids, when I look at this car, this is so advanced, and the software that they have for predicting the performance of the car is so superior. They know exactly what to expect. They can tell when a tire is going flat long before it's visible because the drag goes up and they see it in their instrumentation.
Oh, okay, so so the tire is not just a tire. They are electronics and almost like fancy cars, like a race car. Well,
they know how much power it takes when the tire is inflated, and as the tire starts to deflate, it has more drag. And is less efficient, and they see that immediately in the amount of energy being consumed to propel the car.
Right. So that's the software, the brain a little bit. But I understand the solar cell itself are actually space-grade stuff that they fly in satellite. Is that right?
Yes, these are space-grade cells. They're called gallium arsenide. And they don't come cheap, but they are very efficient. Probably greater than 26%.
Oh, greater than 20? What? Greater than 26%?
I believe
that's pretty. Okay, don't correct me, please. But I heard the theoretical limitation is only like 20-some-odd%.
Well, that's not true.
Not true.
In our concentrator, we had some special cells that were designed for concentrated sunlight, and I believe that Boeing Spectra Lab have recently set a record of 40%.
Wow. 40.
So it's a different kind of cell.
Right, of course, yeah.
It works under different circumstances, but the technology is pretty great.
So can you tell us a bit about what kind of strategy that?
Basically, you want to even out the solar income and the power consumption used by the car. That you can still sort of blinking and go through the cloudy day, and also in early morning and late afternoon while the solar radiation is kind of low at those times.
So when those cloudy days and what do you guys do different compared to if it is a sunny day and like as the weather change?
So we have weather forecast. So while it's sunny and the forecast says it's going to be cloudy somehow, we will run the car sort of a little bit conservative to spare a little bit more in the battery pack. And then we will utilize both the solar radiation and the battery pack when it's cloudy. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Right. So do you guys have like real-time
we have
weather data?
Yeah, we have real-time telemetry, and the strategy optimization is just keep running to taking the new telemetry data and the weather forecast. Then it's computed for the throughout the current day race and predict what will happen in the next couple days. Maybe not to end of the race, but for the next 1 or 2 days.
Right.
Something.
So I understand that the current day, but explain to me a little bit about like how does the strategy change your next few days? Isn't the battery fully recharged at night or?
If the weather forecast say it's going to be sunny, then we will expect to have lots of solar income in late afternoon charging while the car is pulled over. We can run between 9 or 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. but we can charge up to 8:30 in the afternoon. So we will have approximately 2-hour charging after we pulled over. So if it's sunny, we will end with the battery pack lower than usual. Then we expect we will have decent charge income and we can start over tomorrow.
Oh, I see.
Like
right.
that.
So if you have a really just plain example, a simple one, if the weather is really good the next few days, then you can really go all the way out and be aggressive and go as fast as you can. But if the weather is going to be bad or if the recharging is bad, then potential is bad, then you go slower and be more conservative.
Yes, something.
Right.
The concept is like
the concept is like that, but of course you have a very sophisticated computer model that you guys actually create and try to optimize the solution.
Yeah. So it's not necessarily when it's very sunny we run very fast. Somehow we will kind of up it to the weather because we know it's something bad going to happen.
Right. And are those data available to the drivers too, or is that like control outside in
we have a radio and remote control under the car, but it's still the driver make the final call to accept the cruise control command from the strategy person because of the traffic reality. If it's traffic intensive, we will just let him or her drive by himself.
Right.
It's more safe because safety is still the first, then comes all the others like
right.
Okay, my name is Matt Kramer. This is my wife Ann. This is our son Andrew, and we are here to meet our daughter coming in with the Michigan Solar Car team.
Wow. So what's her name and what is she doing in the team?
So her name is Christine Kramer, and she's one of the lead mechanical engineers on the team.
Oh, really? Okay.
Project manager. She was also one of the project managers on the team. So she's going to cross the finish line for the North American Challenge. Prior to this, she was also in Australia for the World Challenge.
Wow,
so
really?
She's very excited. She's had a wonderful year.
So she has a lot of experience too.
Yes.
And I understand that. Sorry?
She's a fifth-year senior.
Oh, okay.
She's ready to graduate.
Right, right. And I understand that she has been in touch with you guys for the last few days during the race. Can you share with us some of what she was saying and what was her experience in the race so far?
Oh, she's left messages and she's called. You know, they can call on cell phones. You know, during the evening when they're charging the solar car. So then it's kind of neat. They look for puddles so that they get when they charge their batteries, they get not only the sun but they also get the reflection from the puddle.
Oh, really?
So they charge in front of puddles. And of course, they've had a couple of days where they had rain, and those are always challenging. But they're doing well.
But she said that the teams have been all very friendly. They've all been helping each other where they've had some problems sharing tools or something that they've needed. So it's
all the teams help.
It's a real fantastic experience for her.